Hello and a warm welcome to BOWS 21, a 3-day virtual event covering every aspect of urology. This year's theme is Global Urology. This is the first time that we have had 10 international societies joining BOWS to contribute to a joint programme. Hopefully this is an opportunity for us to learn from experts around the world. The ongoing pandemic has led us to expand on the success of the BOWS 20 virtual meeting. We had over 1,800 delegates last time, and we have taken on board your feedback and a bit more time to organise a bigger and smoother event, which will provide over 90 hours of content with 5 parallel streams. I'd personally like to thank all of the international societies who have joined us for BOWS 21. That includes the EAU, AUA, USANS, Malaysian Urological Association, PAUS from Pakistan, SLAUS from Sri Lanka, USI from India, the Indonesian Urological Association, Hong Kong Urological Association, and the Arab Association of Urology from the Middle East. I hope that we can continue to collaborate and strengthen our cross-border ties for the future. The meeting this year has a mixture of state-of-the-art lectures, section meetings, career-related sessions such as returning to work after illness, and a new theme called the Consultant Cycle. I've also invited a group of British urologists to provide a perspective on working abroad, and there's also an important session on recovery of services following COVID. There are some sessions which are not to be missed, either live or on playback, as they are pertinent to our current and future practice. I'd like to thank Lauren Sutherland QC, who was involved in the original Montgomery case, for a contribution to the surgical risks session. And also to Dame Helena Kennedy and Professor Farah Bhatti for joining Susan Willis in the session covering the RCS Kennedy report. This year, I'm pleased to announce that we have Dr. Jim Down, an ICU consultant at UCLH, who was featured on BBC News and the front cover of New Statesman at the height of the pandemic, and he will deliver this year's BOWS guest lecture. There are a number of additional guest lectures, including Miss Rachel Stancliffe from Oxford, Professor Megan Wrights, Professor Alberto Briganti, and we have the pioneer of robotic surgery, Dr. Mani Menon, winner of this year's St Paul's Medal, contributing throughout this year's meeting. We've also included a special SAS session and the IBA session where the inaugural Abdul Chowdhury lecture will be delivered in memory of our urology colleague who sadly passed away during the pandemic secondary to COVID. As always, the annual meeting relies on sponsorship from both industry and exhibitors. I'd like to thank them again for their ongoing support to the organisation in these difficult times. I would encourage everyone to please visit the virtual exhibition and support our sponsors. This year we have a smooth system to engage with the company reps, so please make use of that. Finally, this is my last meeting as Honorary Secretary, and although I wasn't expecting such a challenge to navigate 2 meetings through a global pandemic, I must admit I've learnt a lot, and obviously wouldn't have been able to deliver 2 virtual meetings without the support of Harry and the events team, and also thanks to all of the trustees and BOWS exec for their support. I think we have embraced new ways of learning and novel formats for future meetings. So wishing all the best to my successor Ian Pearce, and hopefully we can bring a face-to-face meeting back next year with a social element. Remember, you can still view this year's content for 12 months. So no matter where you are, I'll let you log on to this year's global extravaganza. And once again, thanks to all of you who have contributed. Enjoy.